And all the evidence from the war so far is not that the problem has not been escalation. The problem has been the failure to escalate fast enough. It's been the dithering and the delay and the nickel and diming of the measures. And frankly, the problem in 2023, 2024 was the crippling delay in getting the supplementary assistance through Congress. And that was a nightmare for Ukraine. We've had the delay on the permissions for the ATACMS and the Storm Shadows and the Scarpies and so on. The Germans refusing to give Taurus. I mean, it's been pathetic. I get back to my earlier question. We are, let's face it, we're waging a proxy war. We're waging a proxy war, but we're not giving our proxies the ability to do the job. And for years and years now, we've been allowing them to fight with one hand tied behind their backs, and it has been cruel. It has been cruel, and we need now to give them what they need. So 3 things we need to do. To get this thing done, we need to give them the weaponry they need, give them the permissions they need, give them all the military support, logistical, tactical, we can without coming into direct conflict with the Russians ourselves. Number 2, we need to give them the money, and I talked about the 300 billion. But number 3, we need to make it, we need to get absolutely, and by the way, we should do more than just the 300 billion. We should construct a kind of lend-lease loan for Ukraine, and $500 billion or whatever, so that Putin knows. This is all about Russia knowing what the end state is. To get back to my key point, the Ukrainians, the Russians, the world has to know where we, America, UK, Europe, want this thing to end up. And we have allowed that ambiguity to drift on and on and on. And that is the whole problem with Ukraine. Unless and until we clear it up, you won't persuade Putin to back down, and you won't get a peace. So, weapons, money, NATO, the 3 things, and we need to set out the teleology of this, the end state. It's give them the weapons, give them the tools, give them the money, and set out for the world to see how we envisage the end state of this conflict. Because it's only then that the Kremlin will finally say, well, right, okay, NATO, actually, whatever you say, is still the most powerful military organisation in the world that, frankly, could kick Putin's ass several times over. They are going to guarantee Ukraine. I better find an accommodation, and then he will move.